What's up, everybody? And today is gonna be a beta vlogs. I've got a camera on. I forgot there was a camera on. I'm looking directly into it now. So today is gonna be beta vlogs, and I decided English. I decided to use English today. I wanted to answer some questions and kind of like do a motivate you guys, whereas I can help whatever problems you're going through. I think I took 2 days to get the questions together, and I hadn't made the video yet. I also have a video of We Happy Few sitting in the back lines. We Happy Few is a survival horror game, and I tried it out, but my first video didn't work out too very well, so I'm going to be working more on that video. So today, let's start this Ask Me Anything. First question, if you guys didn't read it down there: how does one cope with hardships, and what do you think about other sexualities? How does one cope with hardships? That's actually a very difficult question to answer. Everyone has different ways of coping with hardships. After the first week, after, I don't know if he wants me to use his real name, so I'll just say Felix. After Felix and I broke up, I tried very hard to cope with, I tried hard to cope with games. Like I jumped right into my games. I'd be on my games every day, all day, Final Fantasy, and I'd just play it. And I tried to ignore everything and everyone. That didn't work out. I felt more and more alone and empty the more games I played. And so I decided to drink. And with all the alcohol I was drinking, let's just say it didn't work out too well. It was a lot of alcohol going in on my side, so it was bad. So how does one cope with hardships? Everyone has their own way of coping with hardships. Everyone has a different way to cope with hardships. The best way, I think, is through the help of friends. Friends, keep you smiling. They tell you jokes. They're always around. If you don't have friends, because a lot of people on Tumblr have this problem where they don't have friends. I'm not saying you're lying if you told me this, but it's not hard to find friends. There are so many people on Tumblr who don't have friends, and then there's so many people on Tumblr who don't know each other. If you want friends, just look. They're right there, and they're waiting for you to say hi. Sorry, something in my eye. Okay. What do I think about other sexualities? So we're talking about lesbian, gay, transsexual. Let's go lesbian, gay, transsexual, LGBTQA. I think there's genderqueer and asexual. So I'm just going to do those. I'm not really sure how many there are. I know there are more sexualities than that, but I'm just going to go with the LGBTQA. For lesbians, what do I think about lesbians? To be honest, I don't care if two girls want to love each other, they can love each other. That's not any of my business. But my own personal opinion about lesbians is I hate that it's okay for lesbians to be gay, but not men to be gay. So two females, them kissing or hugging, holding each other, that's hot. But if two guys do it, it's disgusting. And that's for guys and girls alike. It's for this weird normal staple that if two girls are kissing, then this is hot. But I've always seen it as if these two girls are kissing, then they don't want to kiss me. So that's how I've seen it. I think that's one thing that has annoyed me. It's just the backdrop that comes with that two girls being together all of a sudden means they're hot, or that's sexy, or that's good porn. Like, I don't understand. Gay people, once again, not my problem. There's nothing that they do that I hate. More often than not, I've been told that bi people are not dateable, or they've been afraid to date a bi person, and that's just with the gay people that I've met in the vicinity that I live in the area that I live in. I've been told by not 100% of the gay people I've talked to, but most have said that, hey, I don't want to date you because you're bi. So maybe that's not 100% gay people, but I've noticed that biophobia is very adamant around men, more with men, gay men, than with women. Lesbian, gay, bi. Well, bi is to be honest, other sexualities, I'm still gonna talk about bisexuality. I feel like bisexuality is not the norm, but I think everyone should at least feel a little bit of. Like, it's weird. I have this feeling that I think everyone is a little bisexual. Because, for example, there's a study that says in a young teen man's life, he will have like so and so much percentage of gay dreams or something like that. And I mean, if you're having gay dreams, it's just something in the back of your mind that wants to try it out. Just saying, I think everyone's a little bi. Lesbian, gay, bi, trans. Transsexuality. I don't have a problem with it. I just let me know your preferred pronoun, and we will be okay. I have one issue, but it's not an issue that I need to think about or nor needs to matter to me. But the fact that scientists are working away on making trans women, I think I said that correctly, so men who become women, able to have babies. To me, that seems scary, and it shouldn't be. Do not take this in as hashtag beta hates transsexuals, beta hates trans men. No, that's not it. Just the idea of trans men having babies to me seems dangerous, and that makes me feel uncomfortable. Dangerous not because it's not what God wants, quotation. It's dangerous because male bodies aren't built that way, and even through the estrogen and everything they go through to get female bodies, the reproductive organs are still the same, and I'd be afraid that the baby would come out damaged, or they would get damaged in the process. So it was more of me caring for the baby or the person's actual well-being, and less of I'm afraid of them having babies because they're men, you know. Lesbian, gay, bi, trans, queer, genderqueer. I don't know what that is. Plain and simple. Asexuality. I don't have any opinions on asexuality. I am sorry. Thank you, Gekshik, I can't say your name, for asking this question. On to the next one. Alright, so, this one has a few questions. So let's start from the beginning here. Alright, I've got a few questions. What's your sexual orientation? Well, if you've been watching the video so far, I am bisexual. What's your favorite book or book series? A long time ago, I read the Maximum Ride series. I read, and if you guys know what that is, it's the Maximum Ride series. It's about these group of kids who were kidnapped at childhood, and like, I know it sounds a lot like Beta's story, but it's some of the inspiration that I've gotten throughout life. These kids are kidnapped and taken to this laboratory, and they are poked and prodded and experimented on. By the time the kids are done, some of them are teenagers, some of them they were taken when they were babies. So I think their ages vary from 18 till 6, and they have wings. The kids have wings, and they have hollow bones, and they can fly like birds. And the scientists did more things to them that they didn't even know. So, for example, spoiler alert, by the end of the book, the blind one, there's a boy who's blind but he still has wings. He can feel color. He can feel color. It's weird. The main character gets extreme strength boost. Her name is Max. Her love interest, Fang, can go invisible. Stuff like that. They didn't even know they could do it until later on in the story. It's one of my favorite book series, and I love it a lot. Favorite band? I don't have a favorite band because I'm a dork and I just listen to Pandora, and whatever Pandora plays for me, I vibe to. Least favorite food? Crab? I don't like crab. I don't like crab because what it looks like. Crab looks like, to me, spiders, like water spiders. Who would eat a water spider? It's weird. Ugh, just thought of that. Favorite food? Hot wings. You get me hot wings, and you get me some kind of drink and some french fries, and I will love you for all eternity. You will become, I will do anything and everything in my power to make you the happiest person in the world because of the hot wings. So, just so you know. Beta likes hot wings. Beta likes hot wings, and Beta really likes ice cream sandwiches. I could live off that, but not get much fatter than I am now. Fat. Favorite food. Oh, sorry. Least favorite video game. Anything RTS. I completely forgot that I was recording a video and that's showing up down there. My friends from the zoo, these guys right here, are texting me and I have no idea what they're talking about. Anyway, least favorite video game. I don't like RTSs. If it's an RTS, I don't want to play it. I'd rather be on the front lines with my own abilities fighting, because this whole I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of real-time strategy games in the story. Favorite video game. Bloody Roar. Do you guys remember Bloody Roar? It was like the furry fighting simulator, basically. And Bloody Roar, it was about like these humans called zoanthropes, and the zoanthropes were basically furries. Like they started out as human and they transform into like a wolf or a bunny or a tiger. It was really cool. And it wasn't like on all fours. It was an anthropomorphic. Like they'd be wearing their clothes and fighting. It is really cool. I like that game. Favorite Pokemon. It's actually my favorite Pokemon for the longest time has been Blaziken, but up to recently, Blaziken and Lucario have become on the same vote. Like I like both of them, Blaziken and Lucario. But if I had to choose one, I'd choose Lucario over Blaziken now. I love Blaziken. I've always loved Blaziken, but Lucario I think has fought its way to my favorite as time has gone on. Hogwarts House. My favorite Hogwarts house technically is Ravenclaw, but that's because I really enjoy the color blue. Not because of anything about Ravenclaw, I just really enjoy the color blue. But according to Pottermore, my house is Hufflepuff. So that's so you know, Beta's a part of Hufflepuff. Hashtag put Beta inside of a Hufflepuff jacket. Anyway. Oh, sorry if that's a lot. LOL, thank you. I hope I answered all your questions well, and thank you very much, Anon, for sending the ask. On to the next one. Talang asks, for the video, how did you get such a big following on Tumblr? It's weird because I wasn't actually trying to get a huge following on Tumblr. When I made my Tumblr account, it was legit just to see more furry art. I loved furry art and I wanted to see more of it. And I was unaware that I was an actual furry until I made a Tumblr. I've always enjoyed anthropomorphic art. I just didn't know there was a term for it. I didn't know I could have my own character. So I was like, that's pretty cool. And so when I made my Tumblr account, it was just Beta Wolfski, and I was gonna make a YouTube account with Beta Wolfski as that, but I couldn't get the motivation or had any of the information, any of the stuff I needed to make a YouTube account. So I followed, my first two blogs I followed were Isaac Blank and Rex the Shepherd. I didn't even know Shadow the Kismet even existed. I guess I must have missed the coffee shop because I came in to Tumblr around the time the coffee shop was attacked. So I didn't even see the coffee shop. But I followed them and I just looked at their stuff and I reblog it every once in a while. And I didn't tag any of my stuff because I knew no one was actually looking at my account. No one was actually looking on my blog. So yeah, so I just reblogged. So one day I got bored and I made a post on Tumblr. Oh yeah, a lot of the things I did. One of the things I did was I vented a lot back then. But what I did was I wrote in a post and it read, "Who's a furry gamer?" Because I like video games and I'm a furry, and I just wanted to know if that was a common trend between furries. So I typed in, "Who's a furry gamer? Reblog if you are." Then I pressed enter. And within a week, it had gotten 100 reblogs. Within 2 weeks, it was at like 200 reblogs. And then followers started coming in. They were asking me questions. They were wanting to know more about me, and I was like, "Wait, who are you guys, and why are you here?" And I have this personality about me. I guess it's just who I am. It's how my personality. Excuse me. It's how my personality works. I need water, guys. But I've just always been nice. I've never tried to be mean to anyone, not on purpose at least. If I've ever been mean to any of you, it's not on purpose. But my personality drew them in and then kept them there. So I'm sure the first 100, 200 followers I got on Tumblr aren't even on Tumblr anymore. Some of them disconnected, some of them deactivated their accounts. and I still gain followers every single day. And a lot of the people who are following me now are just following me for the art. They aren't following me for me, because of the fact of the matter is, after you hit a certain amount of followers, Tumblr itself puts you on the front board of blogs to follow. Tumblr finds out, hey, this blog is popular, he's posting a lot of what this guy's looking at, so you should, then they tell this guy over there, hey, you should follow him. And so that's how it happened. Like, I get followers every day because my blog spiked in followers, and Tumblr thought that was cool. When it comes to people like following me, I personally have no idea. I don't know why people have that like towards me. Like, I'm just a normal person, and I have problems, but I try really hard to make sure that I can help out everybody else and make sure everyone else is really happy at the same time. I don't know if I answered your question tonight, but I hope I did. On to the next question. I think there's a couple more here. Tolstoy the Fox says, what's your favorite thing in the world to do? I.e., a hobby, occupation, etc. My favorite thing in the world to do is to work on Beta's story and to talk about Beta's story. I love talking about Beta. I love talking about everything about Beta. And beforehand, I love talking about Biraku. I haven't told you guys about Biraku, or maybe I have. But Biraku was the human Beta, basically. He didn't have the same powers as Beta. Beta has completely different powers than Biraku. But back then, I used to write a lot about Biraku. And Biraku was like my staple. But now I'm on Beta, and one of my favorite things to do, I'll sit for hours, and if you ask me any questions about Beta, I will just talk for hours on Beta. And I know there's a lot you guys don't know about Beta. The thing is, I don't have the motivation to post more stories about Beta. So I've been posting these little tidbits here and there about Beta's forms. Maybe that helps you guys out more knowing about Beta, Alpha, Gamma, and Epsilon. But my favorite thing in the world to do is to daydream, speculate more about what Beta can do. The reason why I made his abilities what I made them, because it makes endless possibilities for me to move on with, endless abilities for me to have fun with, and grow. With the bird. On to the next one. I think this is the last one from Rakru Wolf. Rockru AMA. What is your biggest accomplishment, and how did it make you feel? When I was in Japan over the year, I was there. My biggest accomplishment was when my landlady was talking to me, asking me if I got things done in certain ways before I left my room. She had said all these things to me and asked me all these questions, and then she looked at me and she said, do you understand me? And I replied to her, if I didn't understand you, then I would have wasted the 9 months. She was speaking to me in Japanese, full Japanese, and it made me so happy. I felt so accomplished that I could leave Japan knowing that I could speak Japanese. Now, it's been about 3.5 to 4 years, and I can't remember all of it anymore. But if I were to be thrown back in a scenario where I can only speak Japanese, after about a week, I think I'd be fine compared to the 2 or 3 months normal human needs to get into a different language. But it made me feel extremely, just like, it made me feel like I was better as a person, more mature. It was crazy. To think in a different language is some kind of craziness. Alright. So that is all the AMA questions I had. I'm not much sure what else to say. Any announcements? Oh, so don't know if anyone knows, but I'm thinking about setting up a Patreon account. Hold on, let's see if this is an important message. Okay, I'm thinking about setting up a Patreon account, and I'm not sure if it's gonna work or not, but if you guys think it's a good idea, let me know. Also, I'm gonna be saving money, and some big changes are gonna be happening in my life in the next 7 months or so. I'll keep you guys updated. If you like what you saw, hit that like button. If you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Until next time, I'll see you later.